Hey, what is going on, you positive peeps? Juicy Absolute here to talk with you about the latest map from Treyarch, Dear Anfang. In this video, we will discuss all of the perk machines, the similarities between this game and Call of Duty Cold War's Outbreak mode, the differences from the previous Infinite Round Zombies maps, the map layout, and the bugs and glitches. Regardless of this review, you can't blame the developers for doing their best with the time they've had. And on that note, stay juicy, stay happy, stay humble, and most importantly, stay positive. Enjoy the review.
Follow Juicy Absolute, Juicy Absolute, follow Juicy Absolute, Juicy Absolute.
What I would say based off of my first glance of this game is it's very simplistic. It's very like straightforward, and there's not much content. So if you're thinking that Call of Duty Zombies is like Cold War Zombies, it's not. There's really not a lot of content that is put into this. Like, there's 5 perks. Call of Duty Cold War, I think, ended with 10 perks, and I think they're still updating Cold War. So they took this game. They were definitely rushed with it, no doubt about that. You can tell that there were just some things that are off. It's a very tiny map, doesn't offer much. They took what Outbreak made and they placed it in a round-based form, like the old Zombies maps. This is kind of like how a Zombies map is sort of formatted, but it's just worse. Less colorful, etc. You know, there's not much to do, but there's a little bit to do. And they placed the Outbreak objectives in this new map, which is really annoying, because then they force you to play a way that you don't exactly want to play. Not everyone likes Outbreak. I mean, let's mention that first. Not everybody likes Outbreak. But they force you to play with objectives to finish the rounds. Like, whatever happened to round-based, where it's just infinite rounds of zombies coming at you? Like, they had to make it, like, more complicated than it is. In my opinion, too, the same as Mr. Waffle's opinion, make your own opinion based on the research of other people who are reviewing the game. But even he thought it wasn't as good. Outbreak is fun, but it has a certain aesthetic about it of why it's fun. It's kind of like Outbreak, but it's just a little dimmed down. The small maps can be a bit overwhelming. I agree with that. If it is simply infinite round-based zombies, it's a little better, but it can be very overwhelming based on objective infinite rounds, and that's where it gets overwhelming. That's where this game gets overwhelming, because everything's based on objective, and it's kind of sad. I even forget what the map is called. Anfang or something? I think that's true. It's not memorable like Origins. Like, they don't have an Easter egg. They don't have a wonder weapon. They don't even have the ray gun. I just think they were really rushed with this game. It's still fun. I love actually killing the zombies. It's actually super fun. And by the way, I love that the MP40 is back. I live off of the MP40. Like, Kino der Toten was my very first map, so the MP40 was, you know, the main gun that you would use on that map. Like, we've earned that right. Did we earn that right? You sound like my father. Is this Valorant or WW2? This may as well be Valorant. Sure. Yeah, let's call this Valorant, Evasive. I love zombies, and no matter how good or bad it is, I still enjoy my time. The shame is you can't pause this game. Wait, no, I didn't want to throw that. Oh my god, I didn't want to throw that. You can't cancel your equipment. What happened earlier today, since I couldn't pause it, I tried just laying down my controller and going to grab food. I came back up 7 minutes later, and the game kicked me for inactivity. I was playing solo, mind you. I was playing solo. Never happened before in a Call of Duty game, ever. You know, in public lobbies, yeah, but not in solo. I would encourage everyone to use Molotovs if you're gonna use one of the equipment in this game. It crushes, and I mean crushes, zombies. Light machine guns and shotguns are probably the best. SMGs are kinda weak, but they still do the job. The objectives are the same, all the same. There's 3 main objectives you gotta do. If you end up going through with all 3 objectives, you just do them over again and over again until the game is done. Okay, weird. See, look how we're just like running through the same objective again. This is pretty much it. You're running through the same objective again, and not much changes. I'm not interested in how this game is, you know, operating. So no matter what comes to this game, I'm not interested in more content. I would just like it to be... I'm a simple person when it comes to zombies. I just like to do the infinite round stuff, and as long as it's a good map, I like to sit with that and just do infinite rounds. Because it's relaxing. I get to have a choice to do whatever I want to do in the game. I could just go about my day killing zombies over and over again. There's another fire zombie. Heard it from behind me. I actually like that they make a noise and that you're able to tell where they're at. It's just a little annoying. And by a little, I mean a lot. Like, it could be different. Like, the noise could be different. On this map, what I don't like is the fact that there aren't doors to progress through the map. You simply open the map by doing objectives, and you don't pay for doors to open. You don't earn... Like, you used to be able to have your currency so that you can open doors and open the map, and it was satisfying when you'd use your currency to progress through the map. It's not the same here, and it's a lot easier to progress through the map because of these objectives. As disappointing as it is, the first couple of levels are extremely easy, so always going back to, you know, these first couple of levels whenever you start up a game, it kind of sucks. It's gonna get stale eventually. What is this thing doing? You see what I mean? There's just a bug. See this thing? See them going up and down? Like, what the heck is that about? You can upgrade your perks also in this game. Up to 5 levels, I believe. The one thing that I do like about the perk machines is that, you know, look how cool they look. What I don't understand is that the Pack-a-Punch machine does not get upgraded. Does not have an upgraded look. It has looked like this since Kino der Toten. And or before that, which I think Kino der Toten was the very first one. But then you have this thing, which is the Covenants. Yeah, the Covenants are basically just enhanced perks. The white form of a gun is Pack-a-Punch 0 times. The purple form of a gun is Pack-a-Punch twice. And the blue form of a gun is Pack-a-Punch 1 time. The first versions of all the perks are completely free. The second version is 5,000. The third version is 5,000. The fourth version is 7,500. But another thing that I don't like about this mode particularly is that you cannot reload when you are sprinting. You can only reload when you are walking. Okay, floating orb. Let's do this thing. It's like the 1,500th time I've been doing it since I've got this game. Since I played this game this morning. It's only a couple hours I've done it like 1,500 times. So, and I wish I was kidding when I said that. Oh, another thing is that you can actually die from splash damage from your monkey bomb. That is something that I don't believe to be in the Call of Duty franchise. Basically, your monkey bomb has team attack on, friendly fire on. I feel kind of bad for the developers. I can't blame the developers. There's been information out there. Don't blame the developers for the way that this game was made. It's not that great. It's not that great. It's still a good time, but it's not that fantastic. You have to blame the amount of time that they had to spend on it, because the developers, they know what they're doing. The amount of time that they had to develop this game just was never ideal. These load screens are kind of irritating, especially when you're trying to get to high rounds. And it's like 15 seconds in a load screen here, 15 seconds in a load screen there. Like, that's why this does not work. It's too small of a map, and there's too many objectives, which means with too many objectives, that means there's too many load screens as well. And who wants that? I mean, you play 8 of those load screens, that's already 2 minutes of your zombies experience. And who wants that? It's different in Outbreak, because those are bigger maps, they take a lot more time to get through, there's a lot more free time to do whatever you want, and it's not round-based. It's simply objective-based. This is objective round-based action, so to progress, yes, you have to move on, but you move on rather quickly when you're doing round after round stuff. So it's just, it's more of an annoyance. 3K. Wow, that was a lot. That was so much. I had so much. I'll just waste it on one little bit of armor. Worth it? Yeah, personally, no, I don't think so. But, like, overall, in terms of the game, it makes sense. But do I think the balance is correct in this game? No, I think it's really not balanced. Especially now that they changed the point system around. It's not balanced at all. With salvage, it's fine, but when it comes to essence and building financial value in this game, everything that costs money in this game it no longer makes sense that to have the Pack-a-Punch machine at 30,000. It no longer makes sense to buy ammo from the ammo caches. This game just doesn't show that doing those things are worth it. Even using the Pack-a-Punch machine, the Pack-a-Punch machine should be less money. Oh my god. Yo, leave me alone! Really? I failed. So what? I got to 14? I got to 14. Okay. I really don't want to play it again. I really would not.
We the most popular stream on the platform. You want a satisfying stream? I'd say we are the norm. It's time to make it great. It's time to brainstorm. Now watch us juicy young wise. It's time to transform.